Yeah, you can hear what you're trying to say. You say the job is heavy.
Yeah. Trophy has been handed to the captain. He's asking his guys to go back. So there they go. The Fabiansa champions of the FA Cup 2021. Hatsabok never said die until the bones are rotten. They've looked good, they've deserved it, and they are true champions of the FA Cup. It's a double.
Uh, Thank you very much, Doc, for your time. And I must say that everything you promised, you delivered. Because I remember when I spoke to you after Accra Hartsville won the league title, you did indicate that Hartsville were going to win the FA Cup. And indeed, you won the FA Cup. I mean, how would you put the season together? Now you had the double. And in fact, we have done the analysis to understand that it's even a treble because there is nothing like a champion of champions. So you managed to do another treble. How do you see the season? How do you see the season?
Well, as I said earlier, it's been a very hard work. We started the league with a whole lot of problems, but we were quite sure that if we work harder, definitely we shall achieve something. We, as a board, we got our loins under the wheel and then decided, let's push things. So there were a few things we did because during at the beginning of the whole program, our technical team totally collapsed. And that was a disaster. And if we have not had the experience in handling such issues, the club would have been in a very bad situation. So we quickly got ourselves together, made sure we got a new manager, we got a new coach, and then other technical assistants like footballer, a goalkeeper trainer, we got another one, and a host of other positions for the technical side. And then we made sure the boys, didn't lose courage at all, which surprised us. They were strongly behind us. And then, we started forging ahead. And as the game went on, we started winning our matches to our surprise. And I realized the boys are working very hard. There are times they train twice in a week, twice in a day. And then I must say, there are a few stopgap coaches who have helped us a lot. One is a stopgap coach for the Aras, whose name always escapes me. And then we have the new, I think, from also who did very well too. And during his time, we were able to win our 2 matches until our new chap, Samuel Boydo, came in. So it's been a strong struggle, but we have been so steadfast and very persistent. And I'm not surprised that we are where we are today.
Find out, how did you guys plan this one with Samuel Boydo's wedding and how it all, happened at the same time? You won the double, you won this one, and there was a wedding and there was a party. Did you plan it? Did he discuss with you? I mean, how did it happen like that?
No, we didn't plan at all. I think Boydo's wedding was the icing of the cake, and it's so interesting. The whole team went there to Kumasi, and I learned it was shown live on television by some of the TV stations. And you see, when you are working with somebody with a good spirit, you see it. I have been in football for years, so I can easily determine. Boydo is somebody you can say is a man with a good spirit, and he has a love for the club. When I personally spoke with him before we took him, I noticed that, there were quite a number of people who wanted that position. But I personally, before even he was formally invited, I had a chat with him, and I knew there's the right person to handle our boys for it. So I'm not surprised. He had a big support from the club.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
indeed, we had a dinner to welcome the new intake
Hmm.
just last Sunday. And Bodo came there with a beautiful wife as well.
So we are looking forward to the phobia baby.
Exactly. We are going to have a phobia baby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll call it. We'll call it the phobia baby, of course. Doc. So
The baby will have a huge outdoor in there.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Right. So, Doc,
Yeah.
let's talk about things that are ongoing in the background, the preparations and everything. You spoke about the players that you have just put out there. Some great signings in there. Suraj is a great player. York, Koji is back. Glasson Awako, and it's already filled a lot of excitement in that. What has been the process going in getting these players?
You see, Suraj, when I hear the name, reminds me some years back when I was chairman of Accra of Hope. We had a gentleman by name Suraj from I think Techiman, and he was one of our best strikers. You won't believe he's still with me. He's always in contact with me from Techiman. And he has a son now who is playing us as a team, another brilliant footballer. I'm here to find out whether this particular Suraj has any relation with him. Awako is another seasoned footballer. He's had an experience with this cup competitions before. So I think it's a very good catch. And I like his demeanor and the way he speaks. When we had the meeting last time, we had the dinner, he spoke briefly. He's a calm chap, that sort of person I like, who has a lot of leadership qualities. And the others, Subontin is another good footballer. Then we have this giant of a midfielder, the defensive midfielder, whose name I can't remember now, very tall chap. And I think
You have the Summertex boy, Ben York.
A very young chap.
Yeah.
Very young chap as well. And these are all boys who you can see they are eager to better their football and get to the world stage. So that's what we are waiting for. As they were told by the chairman of the board, we shall give them the platform, and it's for them to demonstrate to the world that they are of good quality.
Doc, you told me the last time that you guys were going to ensure that every good player is going to stay with Accra Hearts of Oak, and you are going to ensure that the prizes and their tax go up to the limit before you try to sell them. There have been a few noises around. We're hearing some rumors. Obviously, we're hearing some stories that some clubs are interested in one or two of the players, like Salifu and Co. Are you going to be tempted in any way?
No. I say it emphatically, no. Yes, there will be people who would like to come out with all sort of false information. But as I talk to you now, there's nothing like that going on. We are not negotiating with anybody for any particular player.
Excellent, Doc. That's good. So we look forward to it. Are there any special preparations, going into the CAF Champions League? But even before we talk about that, I don't know if you have realized, I don't know how that's affecting the club in terms of the numbers at the stadium all around the world. People have opened up to COVID. The tests are being done. They're showing their negative tests going into the stadium and watching. And the football economy elsewhere is beginning to get back on its feet. Hasselhoek with all the vibe. A lot more supporters want to, be involved in this. How has management looked at this situation, and what are you hoping to do about it?
The numbers at the stadium is a bit concerned to us, At times I get a bit surprised. I think by now the Ministry of Youth and Sports should have done something about it. Because all over the world now, particularly in the big football world, people attend, matches in their full capacity now. And I don't see why that can't happen. The COVID protocols can be observed. And if that is done, I think we should be allowed to have a full stadium now if we want. You follow me? I think our match with this Guinean side in about 4 weeks from now, if I would say so. No, less than that. But our first match with them will be on the 10th or so. And then week after that, we are playing Accra here. We shall do our best to see if government will allow, full capacity attendance. And if that comes on, that would be of great help to us because we are losing a lot of money. And, football is money now. We have spent a whole lot of money, you have no idea. And I think it's time government comes to our aid because the money given by government, even by the FA, after these various chokes that we made, there's really nothing to write home about. So I think if we're allowed to have a full attendance now at the stadium, that will help us a lot.
Just before you go, because you mentioned it, the prize money for the Ghana Premier League, some of the fans were not even happy with the medals that were giving to you. I don't know if you have made any formal complaint, if you have side-chipped the FA to tell them that they have to step up in terms of medals and what they give to you after working so hard to win the Premier League and maybe for any Premier League champion.
No, we as a club have not at all in any way complained or said anything. But the FA, as a leadership, the FA has been there for years. I mean, years, over 60 years now, if I would say so. And there have been progress all along, They are there now, they see the best in the world being done. And I don't think there's a need for anyone to put pressure on them, to better, their positions and also better the positions of the clubs because this sort of third class, cups and whatnot, it's unacceptable now. It's unacceptable. Look at the sort of medals the boys had. I mean, it's unacceptable. So I believe strongly their own leadership should look into it and know that the world is changing. Everybody is now well informed and television is everywhere in the world. People are watching what happens, particularly in this Ghana since we are a football country. And they should improve these things. They have the money there, so I don't see where their problem is. This sort of third class cups and badges or whatever they give to the boys, I think it's time they put a stop to it and get us something up to world standards.
That's a beautiful point that you've made. Doc, can you give us an update on what's going on with Pobiman, the projects that are ongoing at the moment? Can you just give us an update? The last time, we had a very good discussion on that. What's happening?
Yeah, Pobiman really is moving smoothly. We are now on the, the 3 natural pitches are going on. The one, Asutep one will be coming on very soon. And then the swimming pool itself is already under construction. The fencing is going at a very fast rate. In fact, the area has changed tremendously. What I'll do is that I'll try and go there during the course of the week and send you a picture so you have an idea about what is happening.
Yes.
It will come out as a great, great, great place. Indeed, our plan is to change the face of football completely in Ghana and if not in West Africa, so that people will know that we are capable. We have always been pace setters, and I believe we are going to continue like that. Give us we are going to have a completely new headquarters as well in Accra, a glass house about 4-story, which we are going to do.
Yeah.
We are going to have a complete separate commercial house for the club. So you can see a lot is being done. And I can assure you that before the end of this year, you will see a lot of changes in the club.
Good. So, Doc, just the final one before I leave you. So, how many titles have you won now? If you add these ones to it as the keyboard member, how many titles have you seen Accra Hearts win then?
I've been with her since infancy, and I can tell you that I can't count them. I can't count them. There was a time when all the titles were being picked by crowds of years back when I was a child.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Continue. Look, this year alone, we've taken 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Believe me, we're going to continue like that.
Yeah.
We mean business.
Yeah.
Very soon you hear things you won't believe that it's been done in money by Hassan. So once again, let me mention the name of the board chairman, who is a wonderful organizer, hardworking, a gentleman, and he's made a lot of push, and he's not afraid at all to sort of attack what do you call a problem.
Yeah.
And if we are lucky and he say we're fair, it's definitely this club will go very, very far. I can assure you. I say that with all the confidence because I've been in this thing for years, and I've seen a lot of board chairmen of the club since the time of, even before the time of HP Nyamte. And I can tell you, this gentleman is quite a strong drive, and we are very lucky we have him.
All right, Doc, let me say a very, very big thank you. We'll talk about all the key things like we always do, and we wish you the very best of luck. Accra Hearts of Oak is definitely the best team at the moment. We wish you the very best of luck, especially in the CAF Champions League, where you have won every trophy CAF has paraded, Continental Masters.
we hope our match on the turn with the Guineans definitely we shall win.
Thank you so much, Doc, for your time once again.